Hi everybody! Today we're going to be looking in our math journal on page 35. So go ahead, put a 35 down at the bottom. Just like that. And then what you need to do after you put 35 at the bottom is you need to open up in your Go Math book to page 313, which is the beginning of chapter 5. There's a dragonfly there. And if you turn 2 pages, you're going to see a toucan here. And then you're going to need to get out your cards, your chapter 5 vocabulary cards. So you're going to carefully rip those out. Now, if you're in class, okay, then you need to make sure that you put your name on every single card, because if it falls on the floor, then we know who to give it back to. So I'm just going to put my name on every card and cut mine out. Alright, so if you need more time to do this, then you know what to do. Hit pause. And then join us in a minute when you're done. Okay, the one card that you're going to need first off right now is this card that says difference. So keep that aside. And you're going to keep this one out that says column. Okay, so you're going to need those 2 cards out. Put the rest of your cards in your envelope so they don't get lost. And we're ready to get started here. Okay. So first off, we're on page 35, and we're starting chapter 5. So at the top of your page, you're going to write really neatly, chapter 5. And this is 2-digit subtraction. I'm going to put subtraction on this line down here because I don't know if I left enough room. Kind of a big word. Subtraction. So go ahead and write that down. And then you're going to need this first card that says difference on it. And you're going to glue that right on there, and this is where we're going to talk about the different parts of a subtraction number sentence. Okay. So this right here is a subtraction number sentence, or an equation, or a math fact. Remember, it has a lot of different names. And this number here in our subtraction number sentence is the difference. So we call that answer the difference. Okay? But I'm also going to teach you what the names of these 2 numbers are as well. So we're going to draw an arrow down from the 5. Okay. All right. And this is called the what? Does anyone remember? Oh, you are good. This is the minuend, okay? So minuend, okay? And that is the minuend, this first digit here. And then we have our second number. Okay, and I'm going to take this arrow down to the next line so I have room to write it here. Does anyone remember what this second number is called in our equation? Oh, good. You're absolutely right. It is the subtrahend. So subtrahend. And we talked about this a lot with fact families. Okay. So when we're talking about a fact family, all right, 2 addition, 2 subtraction facts in the same family, remember that the minuend always is the what in addition? The what? The sum, absolutely. Always the sum in addition. So here we have our minuend, subtrahend, and the difference. So make sure that you know that. Also, you might see math problems that say find the difference of these two numbers. And you need to know what difference means so that you know to subtract. Okay? So make sure that you know what that means. Now, the next card that you're going to put in here, I don't want it to confuse you because it's actually an addition fact and we're talking about subtraction. But this reviews what a column is. Okay, and a column, I want you to write this, is vertical, up and down. Okay, so this is a column. And these are 2-digit numbers, or 2-digit numbers. So put that on there. And these are 2-digit numbers, see? Because we have 1-digit, 2-digit. Our 1s and our 10s are 2-digit numbers. So even though this is an addition fact, I want you to know, just review that this is a column and a column is vertical. And remember, rows that go across are horizontal, and these are 2-digit numbers. Now you're never going to see something like this in subtraction because this has 3 add-ins, and that's not going to work in subtraction. Right? The only way it would work in subtraction is if you added 2 of these up so that you ended up having two numbers here. Okay, so you would add 33 and 34 and you'd get 67, and then you did 67 and 32, and then you did your fact family. All right, so go ahead and put a little bit of glue on the back of that. Not tons. If you have glue oozing out, you use too much. Go ahead and stick that in. Okay. Now, a fun little way that I used to remember the parts of the subtraction number sentence, minuend, subtrahend, and difference, is I would just, so minuend starts with an M, subtrahend starts with an S, and difference starts with a D. So M, S, D. I use a little called a mnemonic device, which is a little thing that helps you remember something. And I remember MSD by thinking my silly dog. So that's how I remember it. But you can remember MSD, minuend, subtrahend, difference, any way you want to. If you like my silly dog, you can use that. And that will do it for page 34. So thanks for joining us. Go ahead and finish up page 35, sorry, 35. We're beginning our chapter 5 on subtraction. Have a good day.